3 oil cauldrons that Ukraine declared completely bankrupt. A big surprise has occurred in Dobropolye. The pendulum has swung. A new series of Russian airstrikes is underway across Ukraine, targeting energy and logistics infrastructure. Western Ukraine has been hit hardest. In response, Kiev has attacked Russian chemical and oil refining infrastructure with UAVs. Fighting continues along the front line. On the Zaporizhia side, the Russian military, RFAF, has made significant advances, while Kiev forces have launched counteroffensives to realign the front line. On the Pokrovsk side, fierce fighting is reportedly underway, with Moscow claiming control of the southern part of the city. In particular, there were reports of RFAF gaining more territory in the south and west of the city, and in the direction of Dobropolye, Moscow forces officially broke the siege by retaking Novotoretska. Thus, a big surprise happened. The pendulum really reversed dramatically. The Russian army regained the initiative, breaking the cauldron. Moscow forces, which seemed to be surrounded and in danger of being wiped out at the Dobropolye thrust, not only turned the tables, but also continued to expand the area of control, advancing straight to Zolotoy Kolodez, RV Voenkor channel confirmed. Images from Zolotoy Kolodez forced the pro-Kiev media to turn around, refuting the statements of the Ukrainian leadership. Commanders about the so-called 3 cauldrons with the Russian army in this area. In fact, the new successes in the breakthrough on the thrust of the RFAF Central Group of Operations are even larger, up to 9 km. The results of Kiev's counteroffensive in Dobropolye. According to the Ryadovka channel, in the past week, the Ukrainian war has had remarkable developments. The Russian army is cutting off the Pokrovsk defense line, while Kiev forces are counterattacking near Dobropolye. At the same time, the Ukrainian garrison was routed, opening the way for cutting off the supply line to Novopavlovka. Attack on capital Kiev. Ukrainian officials said that early on October 6th, in the capital Kiev, air defense systems successfully shot down several Russian UAVs. Kiev Military Administration reported UAVs were detected in the airspace. Air defenses are processing the targets. After 3 hours, the air raid alert was lifted in the districts of the Kiev region. Ukraine attacks. Deep into Russian territory, huge explosion in Crimea, Russian oil depot on fire. According to social media reports, multiple explosions were heard in various parts of the Russian-controlled Crimean Peninsula early on the morning of October 6th. A drone attack on Saki Airport. This was followed by reports of multiple explosions in the Simferopol region. There were also reports of sirens being set off at Russian military units in Sevastopol. Other explosions were recorded in Yevpatoria and Feodosia, as well as in the area of Kacha Airport. At around 2 a.m., local news channels reported an alleged attack on the Feodosia oil depot. Images of the fire were later posted on social media. Several Russian airports have temporarily closed. Russia's civil aviation agency, Rosaviatsia, announced that several airports in Russia, including Sochi, Nizhny Novgorod, Gelendzhik, Tambov, Yaroslavl, Krasnodar, and Kaluga, were temporarily closed in the early hours of October 6th. The agency did not specify the reason for the closure, only noting that these restrictions are necessary to ensure flight safety. The aforementioned airports have since been closed and reopened. In addition, there have been reports of explosions in several regions of Russia.